after the last video with laying the blocks to the line, I need to move my profile up. So I'll set up here before, which is about that height, and you can see I've run out of height on the profile for the internal blocks there. So what we're going to do is set it up a bit higher, and then you'll see the setup and how it works basically. So these profiles are from Blake's. These are kind of like a all-in-one system where you get your stabilising bit at the bottom and your clamps all as one package. I think they was about 150 to 200 pound for a pair, something like that. And then there's a few other bits that we'll show you as well. So the top bracket comes preset, so you don't need to alter that one. You just want to leave that set up as it is. It's all locked off with a locking nut behind there. And then the bottom one is what alters your level when your profile's up on the wall. So to start off with, you want to make the internal as short as possible, and then you'll twist this inwards or outwards, whatever you got to do when you put your profile on the wall, and that'll move your profile to give you your level. One will move one side and the other one will move the other side, obviously. So then you got the two holes there, and that's where your clamps go through that sit into your blocks there. So I've opened up two slots there in the blocks, and then this little tool here, you slide that over there, and that little screw bit there just sits on top of your block there to hold it upright whilst you're setting it up. So if you lift your profile up roughly to where your two slots are, get your bracket on with that screw there sitting in towards your block work, and then you lift that to wherever you want it to be, and that'll just sit on there and hold you nice and still whilst you're setting your clamps up, etc. Right, so once you've got that sitting on your wall like that, you want to just have a little line up, because you want this to be square with your wall, basically that way and that way and these ways. So just have a little look to see where you are roughly, and then you've got your clamps here. So those sit in the holes there, and then sit in the slots that you've made in the brickwork, and then one that side. And there's a couple of different length brackets, clamps that they give you. So if you've got shorter block work or you've got longer block work, so you can use them the way you need to. So basically this is a bit fiddly, this bit, because you need to kind of add some pressure on it so it holds still, but you don't want too much pressure on it, because you're going to have to move this at some point just to get you square with your wall. You tighten up those wing nuts hand tight. That's what I mean when you start moving a few bits there. If we just get that in there roughly, that one will pull back in there then. So you want to be looking down your side of your profile there to the line of your brickwork, making sure that's square, and then you want to look that side, making sure that's square. And if you want to bring it round a little bit, you tighten this one up, and then you loosen that one up, and that'll just give you the ability to move that back round. Don't look too bad. tighten that one up a bit. Looks good. So once you've got your profile square with your brickwork, and your clamps are nice and tight, you just give that a little tap up on the back end like that. That'll come off, and then your profile's held in place by your clamps there. And then this is when you want to get your level involved. So we put our level on there, like that. You can see in there that it's out at the moment. So we want the top to come out. So basically, if you're leveling off this side, the opposite side screw will move that side for your level there. So you can see as I'm turning that, only the bottom bolt there, that is moving that bubble a bit too far there, so just turn it back. That's pretty much smack on there. And then same again, put my level this side. And same again, my top wants to come in there. So if you screw your bolt inwards, that'll move your bubble there, just that is pretty much smack on there. And then you just want to check it again. So let's do a little bit of movement there. That one there. So it needs a little bit. You can probably see it's a little bit out there, just a tiny bit. Smack on there. That one there. Just give that a little twist, and that's moving me back in. You see a smack on there now. So that's your profile set up pretty much. You want to check all four sides. You smack on plumb there. That's good, that's nice and tight. So yeah, like I said before, the top bolt is fixed, so you never really touch that. It's got a locking nut on there, it's a bit dirty. And then this bottom bolt, when you move that, that's what gives you your level there. So just look down your line again, nice and square, nice and square. And then if you're just laying your outside skim, you've got these little clamps here, and basically they slide over there like that. And you run that line down there nice and tight through there to your next profile, and then this line runs down there through there nice and tight to your next profile or your wall or whatever you're using. And then this here is another thing that you can buy from Blake's, called a block dolly. So it just gives you the extra length off of your profile to do your internal skim. So you set up one profile, measure it down, fix it there to your gauge off of whatever your block work is, and then you have two of these. One side. See that line's nice and tight, so I've already set up the other end. And then this one sits on there like that. And then that line there, once you've set up your next profile or whatever, come nice and tight back through that way, so you've got your right angle there for your two blocks to match up. And then you build up your internal walls, 3 or 4 courses, and then take these out of the way and come and do your external walls. Right.